Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. With Christmas just around the corner, the air is buzzing with excitement, isn't it? Twinkling lights, the smell of gingerbread, and the promise of presents under the tree. It's supposed to be the most wonderful time of the year, but let's be honest, sometimes it can also be the most stressful time of the year. The pressure to create the perfect holiday can get to us, and we can accidentally fall into a few traps that steal our joy. So today, we're going to talk about 5 things you should absolutely not do this Christmas, so you can make sure your holiday season is filled with peace, love, and genuine happiness. Let's dive in. First up, and this one is a biggie, do not argue with your family. I know, you get everyone together in one room, people you might not see all year, and suddenly old rivalries or differing opinions come bubbling to the surface. Maybe it's politics, maybe it's a long-standing disagreement about who makes the best mashed potatoes, or maybe it's just the stress of the day boiling over. Whatever it is, Christmas dinner is not the time or the place to hash it out. The holiday is about togetherness, connection, and making happy memories. If a conversation starts heading into controversial territory, be the one to gently steer it back. You can say something simple like, let's save this topic for another day. For now, who wants to hear a funny story about what happened last week? Your goal isn't to win an argument, it's to preserve the peace and enjoy the company of your loved ones. Make a pact with yourself to let things go for the day. Choose your peace over being right. Trust me, you'll thank yourself later. The second thing to avoid is spending more money than you can afford. The pressure to buy the biggest, best, and most expensive gifts is immense. Every commercial, every ad, every social media post seems to scream that the more you spend, the more you love, but that is simply not true. Going into debt to show your affection is one of the quickest ways to turn holiday cheer into January blues. Love is not measured by a price tag. The most memorable gifts are often the ones that come from the heart, not the ones that max out your credit card. Think about what your loved ones truly value. Maybe it's a heartfelt, handwritten letter. Maybe it's a framed photo of a cherished memory. Or maybe it's the gift of your time, a promise to cook a meal together, go on a hike, or teach them a skill you have. These thoughtful gestures create lasting memories and deeper connections, which is so much more valuable than any gadget or designer item. So, set a realistic budget before you start shopping, and stick to it. Remember, your presence is the greatest present you can give. Alright, number 3 on our list of things not to do. Do not forget the people who are alone. While many of us are fortunate enough to be surrounded by family and friends, Christmas can be an incredibly lonely and difficult time for others. It could be an elderly neighbor, a friend going through a recent breakup, a colleague who lives far from their family, or someone who's recently lost a loved one. The festive cheer all around them can actually make their feelings of isolation even more intense. It doesn't take much to make a huge difference in someone's day. A simple phone call just to say Merry Christmas, I'm thinking of you can mean the world. A quick text message, a warm email, or even a comment on their social media can help them feel seen and connected. If you have an extra seat at your dinner table, consider extending an invitation. You might be surprised by how much that small act of kindness is appreciated. The spirit of Christmas is about community and compassion, and reaching out to someone who is feeling lonely is one of the most powerful ways to embody that spirit. Moving on to number 4, and this is about looking after yourself and those around you. Do not drink excessively. Look, holiday parties and festive celebrations often involve a bit of bubbly or a glass of wine, and that's perfectly fine for many people. It's a time to celebrate and unwind. However, there's a fine line between festive cheer and losing control. Drinking too much can lead to poor decisions, heightened emotions, and unnecessary arguments. Remember our first point. It can also put your health and safety at risk, as well as the safety of others. The goal is to make happy memories, not to have a morning filled with regrets or a fuzzy recollection of what happened. Know your limits and respect them. Alternate alcoholic drinks with water or a soft drink to stay hydrated. Make sure you have a safe way to get home, whether it's a designated driver, a taxi, or a rideshare app. Celebrating doesn't mean you have to lose control. Taking care of yourself is a vital part of enjoying the holiday season to the fullest. True celebration comes from being present and joyful, not from being intoxicated. And that brings us to our 5th and final point, which really ties everything together. Do not lose sight of the true meaning of Christmas. It's so easy to get swept up in the whirlwind of it all, the shopping, the cooking, the decorating, the parties. We can get so focused on the logistics and the material aspects that we forget what we're actually celebrating. Beyond the gifts and the gourmet food, Christmas is about something much deeper. It's a time for love, for gratitude, for generosity, and for reflection. It's about appreciating the people in our lives, showing kindness to strangers, and finding joy in the simple moments. Take a step back from the chaos. Take a deep breath. Look around at the faces of your loved ones. Think about all the things you have to be grateful for, whether your tradition is religious or secular. The core message is one of hope and goodwill. Focus on creating moments of connection rather than moments of perfection. Instead of stressing about whether the turkey is dry, focus on the laughter around the table. The true magic of Christmas isn't found in a store, it's found in our hearts. So, to recap, Our 5 things to avoid this Christmas are: don't argue with family, don't overspend, don't forget those who are alone, don't drink excessively, and most importantly, don't lose sight of the true meaning of the season. By keeping these things in mind, you can navigate the holidays with more grace, less stress, and a lot more joy. You can protect your peace, strengthen your relationships, and create a Christmas that feels authentic and heartwarming for you and everyone you share it with. I hope these tips help you have a truly wonderful and meaningful holiday season. What are some of your own tips for a stress-free Christmas? Let me know down in the comment side. Love to read them. Thanks so much for watching today. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more content like this. Have a very Merry Christmas and a happy, healthy New Year. We'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.